Here are the top 5 things that people are paying to do on the Quest 2 that's not gaming. Number 5. Power Beats VR. If you haven't seen Power Beats VR before, this is an exercise fitness app similar to the veins of other ones like Supernatural, FitXR, or even Beat Saber if you consider that a fitness app. But this not only comes with its music, it lets you put your own music into it when you're playing. It'll even create maps for you, but you can also get on your phone, create your own maps, or edit the maps that it's created to make them fit the song better. There's also some extra DLC now. You get more built-in skybox environments, but you can also use your own 360 panorama files if you have them. You can download them online, of course, to then create whatever surrounding you want to play in, play to whatever music you want. With a 4.8 rating and over 500 ratings, people are really positive about this app, saying that it's even better than the other exercise apps, that they really love that they can put their own music in it. But with also some very low reviews saying not enough music, people saying it wasn't in sync, but the developer is responding to these and saying that they are working on the experience. At $23, it's not cheap, but it's a lot cheaper if you go Supernatural and you're paying $200 a year for a membership. Skybox VR video player currently goes for $10 and advertises itself as an ultimate local VR video player. Of course, there's a lot of different things that could mean for uses of this, but really everyone is talking about this, saying that this is the best way to watch different forms of video media in VR. Of course, there are 360 files you can find. There's different environments that you can sit in and watch 2D content. If you want to take your VR headset somewhere and just have a nice solitary experience, like maybe on a plane, if you can get it to work that way, you really be able to isolate yourself in those environments and watch whatever you want to. Just make sure obviously you're using headphones or keeping the volume down if it's anything that is going to be obnoxious to the people around you. With about a 4.4 rating, a lot of people are saying this is best, way better than the Oculus TV app, but people saying that they wish it had more settings to customize it. They like to be able to change the colors, like to be able to move the screen closer, further, bigger, smaller, but the developer is responding that they're adding a lot of features currently to this. With all that said, I wonder how many of you out there actually use your VR headset to ever watch 2D content or even 360-degree 3D content? Let me know in the comments. Mondly is an app made to help you learn other languages in virtual reality. Mondly Practice Languages in VR, which is the full title of this, is actually an app that goes alongside their mobile app. With over 30 languages, it puts you into virtual real-life scenarios, like you'll be at a cafe trying to order food or trying to get a ride in a taxi, with of course some of the most common languages like English, Spanish, German, French, Italian, Arabic, Japanese, Korean, and others. Although this app has a lower rating at about a 4.1 with 1,300 ratings, people say it could be better. It helped them with learning some languages, with some people saying that sometimes it would knock them when they said it right, and other times they'd say it wrong, and then it would say that they said something right. Although this is only $15, it is a lot cheaper than other apps like Immerse language app, which you pay a high monthly cost. This does give you that option to learn languages, and with it being number 3 on the list, it is definitely quite popular. Have you ever tried learning another language in VR? I tried Immerse and it was interesting, but it used real people, and so they have to pay all those people for each class that you take, and so the monthly subscription was pretty costly. Guided Meditation VR, as you'd probably guess, is an app to help you do guided meditations. This app advertises over 40 environments to help you relax and look around. 30 plus hours of meditations focused on all kinds of different things, from sleep to resilience, anxiety, maternity even, with calming music throughout. But interestingly, you can fully customize these. You can turn off the guide and just sit back and listen to the music. You can even turn off the music with features like timers and even motion in the meditation, taking you slowly through a beautiful course. A lot of the reviews actually are quite positive on this. Although as we get closer and closer to the most bought apps, it's weird the ratings keep getting lower and lower. Guided Meditation has about a 3.9 rating, with people saying that this really helped calm them. They really loved the beautiful environments. They liked that they could be able to turn the guides off. And with most of the lowest reviews citing problems getting it to install, getting it to open or work. There are other apps out there that do meditation. There's actually a lot of them, and even apps like Supernatural, if you're paying for the subscription, has meditations in it too. But for $15, this one does seem to be one of the most downloaded ones. What do you think? Would you meditate in VR? I had to make an honorable mention to an art app called King Spray Graffiti. Now this is classified as an app, although a lot of people would look at this and think that this is a game. This is a graffiti simulator that you can have up to 4 people simultaneously and together, and I definitely wanted this to also be on the list because it actually has about a 4.7 rating with nearly 20 2,400 ratings. This almost made the top 5, and there's a good reason for that. 78% 5-star ratings with only 3% 1-star. This seems to be universally loved. People say the graphics are really great in it. It's a really well done app, and it's a good way to practice and not get busted by cops when you're practicing in real life. With very few low reviews, but some low reviews keep dragging it down with people saying they don't like it, needs more updates, and people saying they want to see more features, although it seems like no one has been working on this app as it's been out since 2019. There haven't been as many updates. I've seen some of the works people make on this, and they do look really cool. If you've ever used it, let me know what you tried to paint in the comments. Virtual Desktop is still the #1 selling app on Quest 2, and if you don't know what that is or why, Virtual Desktop is still considered one of the easiest ways to link up your Quest to your PC and play PC games completely wirelessly on it. Of course, Oculus has developed AirLink, and then there's the D-Link dongle, but Virtual Desktop was one of the original ways to do this, and it shows that it's still selling well even now. Not only is this a way to wirelessly PC game, but you can be connected up to 4 PCs, switch between them. You can watch your 180, 360 content from your PC directly on your headset, and the PC that you use doesn't necessarily have to be made for gaming or built for gaming, but you do need to have the PC wired with an Ethernet cable to a 5 gigahertz router. Still at a price of $20, this has nearly 7,300 ratings with about a 4.3 star. Of course, like any software like this, it's very split. You got 76% 5 stars and 13% 1 stars, with people saying this is the best streaming app, that the devs really listen, you have to have this. And then of course with other lower ratings say you can use AirLink and it doesn't cost anything, or you can use a link cable. People saying that updates have messed it up now. So with all that said, I'd love to know, what do you do in VR that's not gaming that you spend your time on? Is it any of these apps? Is it other apps? I know that I have been using Supernatural quite a bit as probably my main non-game use of VR, but I'd love to hear what you're doing with it. I want to say thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in another reality.